Hello people, this is Eric Cobra and this is Let's Play Valkyria Chronicles Blind. Now this is another game that was gifted to me by Flutter Sniper, which is why I'm playing it. And if you're saying, boy, that seems like it's something you say for every game lately, well, you got pattern recognition. Congratulations. So yeah. Fair bit of warning though, this is blind, except that for the prologue. And the reason for that is that the system I use to record OBS, apparently there are certain games and programs that when you record, you actually have to be very specific about setting it up. If you don't, it'll just not have any footage, just sound. I had not experienced that particular thing before, and thus was unaware of it. I experienced sound issues, which can be fixed by restarting, but not this particular issue. So, I recorded me playing through the prologue, and it was just noise. Well, sound. It wasn't noise per se, but maybe whatever. I'm getting sidetracked. Point is, the prologue's not blind. Sorry. But I'll play through the prologue again, for your guys' benefit, and then I'll play some beyond that so we also get some blind content, and then hopefully this doesn't go wrong. Now, I know a little bit more about what the game is all about because I played the prologue, but what I knew before start was basically that it was a strategy game, and that was why I played it after XCOM 2. So yeah, let's get started. Dramatic music!
The year was 1935 EC. Two powers controlled the continent. In the east, the sun rose over the autocratic East European Imperial Alliance, otherwise known as the Empire.
Who are the bad guys? Because
In
all
the west,
empires are bad guys.
A network of loosely allied democracies formed the Atlantic Federation. Both powers depended on a precious mineral, ragnite, for their survival, and its growing scarcity led to the inevitable war. Hostilities began in the east when the Empire aggressively crossed their western border. The Atlantic Federation responded, and the Second European War was on.
Also, please note that Pseudo-Europe here does not have a Denmark analog. That annoys me to no end.
The Empire, with its vast military superiority, struck hard, gaining ground in early victories and putting the Federation on the defensive. Emboldened by their progress and momentum, the Empire set their sights beyond the borders of the Federation. In neighboring Gallia, a peaceful principality along the sea, they found their next victim. Gallia had long maintained its neutrality in the tensions between the two superpowers. But the rich stores of ragnite under the Gallian soil proved too tempting for the Empire. It amassed troops along the eastern border and invaded with all the force of an avalanche.
Yep. Also, I'm not sure why they're going with an alternative history.
Gallia to arms.
Not sure why they're going with an alternative history approach with a pseudo-Europe. Especially considering that this Europe has, except a general shape, has nothing in common with our Europe. I mean, if it had been like the Russian Empire is invading the country of, I guess, roughly in place of Finland or something like that, then that matters involved. But I don't know why we're in Europe, or what they claim to be Europe. I never understood that. And there's no Denmark analog on the map. There's not that little tip over pseudo-Germany. Why are we always forgotten? Also, we have to confirm after each of these we want to continue with the story, so, you know. Welcome to the landscape where Studio Ghibli records all their movies.
1935. Outside the Gallian border town of Brule.
It's a very picturesque scenery, so of course no empire could resist crushing it.
Residents are leaving the town before the invasion, headed inland towards the capital.
I haven't been down this road in years. It really hasn't changed very much. guys? You're beautiful. Starting early this year. You're heading upstream, huh? How's the water?
How are they just hanging there? I don't know. Do you expect the fish would have to move?
Freeze! Put your hands in the air. Slowly. Haven't seen you around before. What's your name?
My name's Welkin. And you are...
The one with the gun. We're with the Brule Town Watch. I'm Alicia. Alicia Melchiot. So, I'm wondering what you've been writing in that little book you've got there. Imperial spies are in the area.
This book is nothing, really. I was just sketching the fish and, you know...
Yes, oh, I know. And you know there's a war on, don't you?
Probably pretty hard to miss.
All right then, Mr. Artist. We'll talk about fish sketching down at the station. Take him away.
I guess they found him to be kinda sketchy and thought there was something fishy about him, eh?
Thanks, fish.
Oh yeah, blame it on the fish. Sure, that's their fault. Right, see, here's another thing I don't really get. I kinda have to click to get the cutscene to continue, essentially. It's like, do I want to continue on with the story? Yes, please.
Flowers, bugs, and fish. You're not bad with a pen, are you? I have to say, they're really very good.
Thank you. So you see, I really was just sketching.
Maybe. Or this could be some kind of secret code. And I intend to take my time finding out for sure.
Yes, I'm sure Officer Bumpkin down at the station office will crack the Enigma code.
Is that you?
Isara! Oh, your timing is perfect.
What have you gotten yourself into now, Welkin? Wait. Don't you live at the old General's house?
That's right. I'm General Gunther's daughter, Isara.
You do know everyone's supposed to evacuate, right?
Yes, I'm aware of that. My brother's here to help me move to the capital, but that may be difficult. I mean, unless you're willing to let him go, that is.
Huh? I apologize, but I was just doing my job, you know. I saw you with the notebook and thought you were a spy. Again, I'm really sorry about that.
Thanks. Don't worry about it. I can see how I might have looked a little suspicious.
Welks has a real passion for observing nature. That's why he's studying it at the university, right?
Guilty as charged. I get so into it sometimes I forget where I am or that somebody might be watching me.
Gunfire! Everyone keep your heads down!
Over there! Come on! Damn it!
Officer Bumpkin is down. Quickly, regroup.
Welkin, you can handle a gun, right?
Yeah. I mean, I made it through training anyway.
Well, they're probably just a small scouting team.
And that makes them the
We
worst
should be able to
scouts in
take them
history.
I'm with you.
I mean, I don't know if you... I mean, seriously, they're supposed to be scouts? Scouts are supposed to scout out the enemy, report movement, be in front of the army and, like, you know, note things. Yes. What are these guys doing? They're running in, guns blazing, and throwing grenades at people. Now everyone knows that there's enemy troops in the area because these fuckheads just charge in.
Okay, here's the plan.
It's kind of a funny image, like we got these three guys going crazy and shooting everything, and then everyone just go, okay, here's a map of the area and some relevant photographs I just happen to have. Now let's plan this. Wouldn't think they would have the time. We got to eliminate the Imperial scouts that are approaching Brule, and again, worst scouts ever. We'll deploy from here and take out all three of them. Just cross the bridge and take them down as fast as you can. The objective here is to eliminate all enemies. Let's take care of them one at a time. Nice and easy.
Let's get started. Just stay calm and get it done.
I have no clue why they felt it was necessary to put a time limit on this one.
I see 3 of them.
That's 3 too many. Stay sharp.
Not sure what their plan was. What did they think they could take on the entire town?
Listen a second. There's something I should explain.
When combat starts, you'll see a map of the area and your unit's positions. This is referred to as command mode. Here you select the unit you'd like to move based on the position respective to the enemy, then press Melmrom. Doing so uses up one of the command points displayed at the top of the screen. They reflect your ability as a commander, and represent the number of times you can give instructions to, in effect control, your units per each player phase. In this battle you have free CP, so you can issue instructions to your units up to 3 times. Let's try moving a unit now.
Ready to go.
About action points. Use CP to select a unit in command mode and you'll be plunged into action mode. Here you can freely move the unit you selected around the field. As you move around in action mode, the action points gauge at the bottom of the screen will gradually deplete. This represents the unit's mobility. Once it reaches 0, the unit will be unable to move any further. Keeping an eye on the unit's remaining AP while they're in motion is critical to keeping them safe. Yep, move up to the sandbags. Press E to enter target mode. There the unit will prepare to attack with the currently selected weapon. Yep. Enemies will not attack while you're in target mode, so take your time to move before pressing Melmrom to fire. Shots will land somewhere within the circle surrounding the crosshair, so it's best to send it on the entire target. Shots to the head or other weak points will result in greater damage. A unit can only attack from target mode up to once per action, so choose wisely before you open fire. If attacks advance your attack, they may then launch a counter-attack. A damaged unit may not have the HP to survive the enemy's counter, so be careful when planning your attack. Let's see, See, we got the 2 scouts over there, right? Okay, so they attack a random convoy, despite being scouts. Like, fair enough if they fight back, but they clearly attack civilian targets for the hell of it. Then the 2 stands over there, then one guy wanders across the bridge and starts to stand here staring at a fucking barricade like, what is this? These are the worst scouts in history. You would think the Empire just sent them ahead so they get killed before they fuck up stuff for the rest of the army.
Now!
A unit with 0 remaining AP that has already performed an attack in attack mode is unable to attack further. Escape to end the current action. This returns you to command mode where you'll be able to select the next unit you wish to direct. You can press escape and end the unit's action even if they have not attacked until their AP.
Moving out!
Interestingly, enemy units can in fact attack you while you move around. Which may seem weird in a turn-based strategy game, but after thinking about it a bit, it actually does make sense. And it does make it less likely that, you know, you'll just storm right away enemy barricades and such, which wouldn't make sense in real life. I can also say already now that the same is true for the opposite. Your troops will fire at the enemy when they move around during their turn. Using cover. I already know how to use cover. Go up to the sandbags and then crouch. Prevents critical damage and such. Now I doubt I can reach all the way over there, so instead I'll use impromptu cover and hide behind this tree. When your CP reaches 0, the player phase ends and the enemy phase begins. One player enemy phase pairs constitute a single turn. The fewer turns you complete the mission in, the more cash experience you'll receive in the end. But being too hasty can lead to unnecessary risks. The key is to find a challenging balance. they'll fire if they're within range. Yeah. As I expected, the tree and the fence made it a bit harder for him to attack. That guy has to move from over there, so yeah. Idiots. A lot of them. Officer Bumpkin is laying down some fire. Using CP effectively. When usable, even a limited pool of CP can take out a significant number of foes. This just explains that if you use the same unit multiple times during the same turn, then they will get less and less AP per command point you spend them.
Here we go.
Yes. Also, once you fight, remember to end quickly, because, yeah.
Moving out!
Bit risky, but he's going down. So, staying out in the open isn't a problem. Operation complete. Kill 3 idiots.
I don't see any more of them.
Yes. Yes, I would like to see the ending.
Miss Melchiot, there's no other sign of the enemy.
Good. Now, go keep watch and stay alert.
Yes, ma'am. What should we do with the bodies, ma'am?
We'll bury them. So it's begun. I'll do whatever it takes to protect the people of this town. I'll do it. Even going to war, I'll do it. What are those?
Seeds from the lion's paw. It blooms white, small, simple, and strong.
It's symbolic.
I want to be able to remember, once the war is over, that it wasn't all just people killing people. That even in war, there was also new life.
I am motivated to monologue and navel gaze all of a sudden.
On the 15th day of the 3rd month of the year 1935, the Empire began its assault in earnest. A formal declaration of war was made upon Gallia. Though it was only a small front in a massive continental assault, what followed would prove that a tiny nation could best a military giant.
We'll just want to assure you that everything's going to end
These
well.
events would tell a story of tragedy hidden in the mists of time. A story of courage and of trust, of persecution and hate.
Here's the themes we'll be working with during the story. Please take
And of
notes.
love blooming even through the flames of war.
There will be a quiz!
What follows is a record of this conflict, and of those who fought, lived, and died.
I'd also like to disagree. War is very much people killing each other.
Chapter 1. In Defense of Brule.